I'm feeling a tingly, and it goes from about here, strongly to here, and then there's little bits of it down my legs.
Okay. And before we decide what to check out, are there any other sensations, including positive or peaceful sensations or body postures?
I feel really grounded. I feel quite balanced. Yeah, a bit of tightness in here. It's more like anticipation. Like he's actually been dialing into me from the second I came here. So, and he's been doing it to me when I was all the way over there. So there's a lot energetically that's been happening.
Yeah. Does anything change in your body when you look at him?
Just so much love.
Okay. All right. Now I'm going to speak the goal out loud and just tell me where it's activated in your body or where your attention's drawn in your body. Your goal is to go in and explore the invisible with indigo.
It's all in my heart.
It's all in your heart. So if I see anything that looks dangerous, I'll let you know. Otherwise, feel free to explore. And if you need to ask questions, they're all right here.
Now I'm going to start to ask Indy to come with me. I want to explore movement with him, but I kind of want to do it my way. I'm not really open to him following me in his usual manner, which is pinning his ears back, jutting out his face and mouth and, you know, kind of hurting me with, threatening me with his teeth, because I really don't like that. So during this interaction with him, I'm asking him to follow me, but I want him to follow me in what I feel is a much gentler, happier way for both of us. Now here's where we get into trouble, because as you can see, he's following me quite willingly, just like I've asked him to. However, he's following me in his way, which is to, you know, with his head kind of biting at me like he's herding me, you know, that he's the really dominant horse in the herd. And I keep, you know, putting some distance between us with the court, but I'm just really not happy energetically. I'm not happy with what he's doing, and I'm rejecting him, and I'm asking him to change and to do things my way. And you can see what he feels about that. What I was asking him was, is there a way you can follow me without being pissed off?
He's not pissed off.
It feels that to me.
No, he's just being dominant. He's not angry.
No, not angry, but his energy feels pushing into me.
Yes, that's just dominance, pure and without
Yeah.
anger.
So I'm asking him, is there a way we can walk, like how can we walk together without you being in that expression? And I'm not getting anything. I'm kind of like, what if it's that way? What if it's that way? What if it's this way? What if it's that way? And I can't find a space for that with him. And what I'm kind of saying to him is, I can move you. I don't want to move you because I don't want to be dominant here today. It's not what I want to experience. So,
But you don't have to walk together. He could just come to you, and you could just hang out together too.
well, and we were doing plenty of that.
Right.
That
right.
was really enjoyable for him. It was enjoyable for me. We both had a lovely time with that, and then I was just exploring with him, is there a way to be in movement together without you doing that dominant thing? And I guess my intuitive sense is if we were loose in a field, yes, but not in here, because this is already a tight space.
You know, but for him,
For him with me. Maybe with you, he's fine to be in a space this size.
No, but
Do you know what I mean?
But part of what I know, simply because he is extremely dominant, is that that's part of who he is, and he's not angry when he's being dominant. That's just, part of his expression.
Yeah.
And most people experience dominance as being angry or mean, and he is just, when he's in close proximity, he goes toward pushing.
Yeah.
And so one of the things that I've worked with is that if he comes with me and I set boundaries in motion and then move and even just have 3 steps where we're walking next to each other without that feeling of dominance, that's a movement forward to him understanding how good it feels
Right.
to do something else.
Right.
Yeah. But right now, he has to learn over time how much fun that is
Yeah.
by moving together, but the first impulse he has is to go dominant.
Yeah.
And so then you just, set the boundaries and just say, but walk with me. Notice how good it feels just to walk. I can hold my ground. Yeah. But look, 3 steps. Doesn't that feel great?
Right.
Yeah. And so it's kind of it's an evolution for him,
Yeah.
which is why a lot of naturally dominant horses are either nobody works with them,
Yeah.
or they are constantly in a place where they're seeing the dominant horse as being bad, rather than, oh, this is part of who you are, and we can work with this.
Yeah. And I mean, that's why I didn't use the word angry. Angry and pissed off for me are completely different. Pissed off is like, right? It's a feeling, energy for me.
Indifference? That sounds like indifference to me.
No, because there's an outward push on it.
Okay.
Yeah, there's an outward push.
I mean, have you watched Savannah with Layla and Brandy? Have you watched Savannah push them around?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's all it is.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I totally get it. It's just his personality, and I've had other horses of that. It's just their inclination. And it's not enjoyable for me, so I'm like, well, I'd rather just hang out with you then. Like if he was my horse, I would, but then I wouldn't work with him in an enclosed area. I think if he was my horse, I think my way into a horse like this is a 10-acre field.
Well, I mean, I work with him in there too, and if he's following you, the same thing is going on. I let him loose on this whole property. If he's following me, he does the same thing.
But does he ever follow you when you don't ask him to?
Absolutely. Sometimes he initiates things and comes over.
So it's in his viscera then that as soon as he's hurting. As soon as he's behind you, he's like, I'm hurting.
Yeah.
And it's kind of locked in there, whether it's entirely his choice or not.
It's just his inclination. It's just a part of who he is. He's naturally dominant. And so he needs to learn over time by people allowing him to be who he is.
Right.
And then showing him that if, I can work with this dominance if you want. It's not a problem for me.
Yeah.
I'm not upset with this. I'm not insulted. This is not tedious for me. I love you for who you are.
Right.
And if you come with me and we have 3 steps today where we walk in harmony,
right.
whoo, feel how good that is.
Right.
But it's this feeling of either you're a nice horse and I'm not going to do anything with you.
Yeah, that's what's missing for me. I'm going, I don't like that.
Right.
Right? And I'm not saying, okay, let's allow that and then see what. I'm more like, ain't nobody got time for that. I'll just go over here.
why naturally dominant people, some children are naturally dominant, all they get are ostracized, and they are the loneliest people in the world.
Right.
Because nobody says, I can handle this dominance, and I believe in you, and let me show you what it's like if we work together.
Right.
I'm
right,
fascinated with you. You have tremendous power. You are glorious. You know, and I'm strong enough to work with you. That's okay. You can play those dominance games, but look how good it feels when we do this.
All right.
So even if you get him to follow you and you set boundaries by blowing out,
Mm-hmm.
and then get yourself in a position where you just take 3 steps where his ears start to go forward, and you have this, notice the difference in the feeling, and just say, wow, and just like overemphasize how great this is, and see if you can just get 2 or 3 steps in harmony.
Yeah, what was missing was my unconditional acceptance and appreciation for who he is right now. I was more like, let's morph into something else and then engage. And so I'll go back with that. I understand what Linda's saying to me about this horse and the challenge she set before me for this session. However, my gut still tells me that for a horse to be in such dominance, there has to be some healing at a deeper level that needs to take place in the horse, or dominance often comes from fear. So why is this horse feeling so fearful of his own boundary and his own ability to be powerful in his world? So again, with a horse like this, if he were mine, I think I would focus a lot on the emotional, energetic levels of healing. I would use techniques like EFT, perhaps some body work or some psyche therapy. I just can't accept that this is his natural way of being. I also wonder what would happen if this horse was turned out on 100 or 200 or 300 acres with his normal herd and allowed to just roam free and allowed to be a completely natural horse for a while. I wonder how that would alter his visceral response. I've slowed the footage down here so you can see the way he herds me and what it is that I don't like about it, why I feel that he's putting a lot of pressure on me and creating an unpleasant space for me to experience. I try numerous things over the next 7 or 8 minutes, and Linda is coaching me from the sidelines. But even though we're using a number of techniques that she has taught us during this workshop, nothing is really working. I think it's a combination of the fact that my energy is too low to really get him moving again, combined with the fact that there's this energetic push-pull for me where I want him to follow, but I don't want him to follow because I don't like the way he follows me. So Linda's going to take pity on me and step in.
One of the things that you need to do if you really want somebody like this to come with you and they're being low energy is you need to steadily increase the energy, because with a dominant horse, if you go up to like a 3 on your power dial, and you go back down to a 1, and then you go up to a 4 and then back down to a 2, whatever you stop at is now the new 1. So if you go up to a 3 and then you go back, 3 is like the new 1 for them.
Oh, gotcha.
So it's like you have to keep increasing the energy as a crescendo in music where it progressively gets louder.
Okay.
You know, and
I mean, would you go, at this point, would you go to plunging or just getting him to move a bit?
so what I would do, and this is normally something more technical that I would show, but what I would do is proximity response. It might be, I'm not sure where it is exactly right now. It might be here. So then I'm going to go to a closer one. And I'm going to give him one more here. Come on now. Sorry. It's all right. Come on, Indy. It's harder when we're together.
Yeah.
He's coming though. All right, good. Look at you. And even though he's like funny looking like that,
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, you're dominant. How cool is that? Look at him, like, and try it one more time, and if he doesn't come in, just arc around and move his hand in.
That looks good.
Yeah, and so just give him a little bit of a boost with the hind end. Come on, once you thought you were going to use the whip, did you see it was just enough to get him going? Just go ahead and push him away and move ahead of him and draw him with you.
No, he didn't want me to touch him.
Come on. Come on. Come.
He's like, I'll just bite the gate instead.
I'll come with you, I think, if you go this way. So go ahead and move his hind end.
It's like, you're not going to hit me with that. It's like, no, we're not. Say mama.
So you get that feeling of just moving and setting boundaries, being happy about it. It's okay. Now he's pushing us into the fence, so send him over this way. Now you're breathing and moving. Yeah, there you go. And look at you. Now keep moving over. Come on, come with us. Good. You feel how he throws energy at you?
Yeah, it's really challenging for me.
Do you feel how he spikes it and causes you to be confused and hold your breath?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's one of those weird invisibles with these guys. Yeah, you're doing it to me too.
Yeah, it's like, now he's following you. You might be
All right. So, no, look at, oh, he had his ears for
He
just
did.
2 seconds.
He did. You got it there.
Yeah.
No.
All right. So I think that gives you a sense of it, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was very valuable. Thank you.
And he might be interested in someone touching his back. Yeah. And now he's done. All right. You are such a good teacher of certain things.
Yeah.
And we appreciate you because of that. But you don't have to stay that way.